police siren is synonymous with accident, fire, or death. On May 10, 2025, I received a disturbing press release from the police media unit on a road incident where a mother of 7 was killed by a reckless driver of a Route 600 PMV close to Angabanga Bridge along the Hiritano Highway in Central Province. According to police statements, the PMV initially hit her son and escaped. However, on her way to take her injured son in a different vehicle to seek medical assistance, they met the same PMV, so the mother got out of the car they were in and approached the PMV driver. Upon seeing her, the driver accelerated and ran her over to death. Police units in Barina, DOA, and Malalaw were deployed to the site on May 8, and the matter is now being dealt with.
Malalaw, no? This is the PMV, which I will be taking it back to Barina. The suspect, the PMV, involved in the accident that killed a lady. So, now I'll have it driven back to Barina now. Okay. I think the suspect, my boys already on the way, so they'll pick them up, and I think we'll also take them back to Barina now.
Now, this is not just a sad story for the 7 children who will miss a mother, this is tip of the iceberg for bigger community policing and public safety in Papua New Guinea. While the latest statistics are not available, the epidemiology report of road accidents in PNG by G.B. Wyatt, published by the National Center for Biotechnological Information at the National Library of Medicine in the U.S. in 2023 states that the fatal road accidents in Papua New Guinea rose by more than 400% between 1968 and 1978. Papua New Guinea now has over 13 times as many fatal road accidents per 10,000 registered vehicles as Great Britain. The highlands show fatal accident rates about 3 times higher than those for Papua New Guinea. Of 121 road accident victims coming to post-mortem in Port Moresby between 1975 and 1978, 2/3 were young adult males. Deaths were nearly equally divided between passengers and pedestrians, with drivers forming only 16% of the total. Now, why am I using an outdated or historic data set for the fresh incident that just happened? This gives us a reference point on what this issue was like, so you have a picture to compare if we have improved. Let's look into some data from the PNG Road Traffic Authority from reports available online. Road Safety Data Reports, 2011 to 2015. 11,983 reported crashes in PNG during the 5 years between 2011 to 2015. 15,988 known deaths and/or injuries. On average, 2.8 people were killed or injured in each crash. The vast majority, almost 60%, of fatal and casualty crashes involved only a single death or injury. There were 35 reported instances where 20 or more people were injured and/or killed in each of the crashes over these 5 years. On average, 311 people were killed on our roads each year over the 2011 to 2015 period based on reported crashes. A further 1,887 people per year were reported to be seriously injured. Now, could we blame a lack of education or driving awareness for all these incidents? Data set from external research is telling us that most incidents are happening in the highlands, while the RTA data is sharing that most are happening in the rural areas in PNG. This does not change the fact that the statistics of deaths from road accidents are scary, as shown on the trend graph. Unfortunately, road accidents in PNG don't discriminate between civilians from law enforcers. On May 10, 2025, a police friend of mine shared pictures of his damaged police-issued vehicle. He was attending to a road accident when the perpetrator, in an attempt to escape, nearly damaged his car but scratched his way past into a possible chase. He escaped in Port Moresby with his identity known to the police. Now the big question. How many more mothers, children, and family members do we want to lose to road accidents? How are we addressing these issues of road accidents? While police are making arrests and the courts are giving fair hearing to survivors, how can we prevent the continuous increase? The trend in which PNG is heading is not just concerning, it is getting scarier to be on the road. Avoid traveling if the driver is drunk and report this to save another pedestrian, as you are doing justice to yourself and society. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and follow us.